In this video, we're going to learn how to make lists in HTML. So for that, we're going to only need three of these elements. OL stands for ordered list, UL stands for unordered list, and LI stands for list item. So let's take a look. So let's make a very simple list. So let's say this is my professional section. I want to list all the jobs that I've had, okay? So I'm going to go over here in the professional section, and I'm going to over here put in some information about, let's say, what jobs I've had. So I'm going to simply do OL, so for ordered list, and hit tab. So I've created this ordered list element. Now inside this ordered list, we need list items, right? So one item at a time. So I'm just going to say li, and that's it. I've created my first item, and I'm going to put in whatever information I want. So let's say my first job was as a print designer. So print designer. Save, refresh, and you see that this ordered list automatically put number one over here. I'm going to scroll up, and that information is over here. Now I'm going to simply move this text on top so it's easier for us to read. Save, refresh, and this is on top now. So let's say I'm going to create another item. So I'm going to simply make another li. Oops. And I'm going to put in what is my second job. My second job was as a web designer. I didn't know development, it was just design. All right, save, refresh, and that's the second item. So now you can keep on adding multiple items over here by adding the li tag, and you simply put in the whatever else you want to put in. So the third job I had was actually at Dunkin' Donuts, actually. Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, that's a downgrade, I know. Well, that's a different story. But well, was Dunkin' Donuts. So that is the list that we have created, which is an ordered list. So now, let's say if you want to make an unordered list, that means you do not want these numbers, you just want, the bullet points, all right? That's all you want. So instead of putting OL over here, you're going to put in UL, which is unordered list. UL, save, refresh, and you see it automatically converts to the bullet points. All right, perfect. Now let's look a little bit further. What if you do not want these particular bullets, you want something else, right? So let's take a look. Now I cannot explain to you all the options that OL and UL has, but what I can tell you is whenever you want to learn more, you can simply go to the Mozilla documentation. So to do that, you're going to simply do HTML list, Mozilla, and you go for that particular option. So let's say we want to learn more about, let's say, OL. So we're going to learn more. And I scroll down, this is a demo over here, but then you scroll down and you see the attributes section. And it gives you all the different attributes that this particular element can have. So let's say it can have the compact attribute, is it true and false, what is it about, reverse, start, type, and stuff like that. So the type one is very important or very relevant for us. So let's say if you want a list of alphabetical numbers, so we're going to simply do type is equal to A or capital A or I or capital I or 1, right, which is default. So let's take a look what happens. Yeah, no, I talk very fast and I went through very fast, but let's take a look on the type section. So I'm going to simply put this down and make this OL. And we can add an attribute to the opening tag. So I'm going to simply do type is equal to A, like such. And now you see it's ABC because I said A over here. Now if I do a capital A and I save and refresh, you see it's ABC like such. So those are the options you can play around with. All right. So now one more thing is, let's say if you do not want these bullets. So let's say this is an unordered list. And if I do save and refresh, nothing is going to happen because the UL element does not have a property of type is equal to A. All right. So for that, we're going to go back to our documentation and go to the UL documentation this time. All right. And let's see what happens when we want to actually not have these circles, or circles have to be different and stuff like that. So we're going to scroll down, go to the attributes section, and they have this section called circle, maybe we can have a circle, maybe we can have a disk, maybe we can have a square. All right, so we can just simply say circle and try, oh sorry, disk, and see what happens. So type is disk. Save and refresh, and the disk actually looks like this. But let's say what circle looks like. Okay, circle is the one without the black color inside. All right, so you can play around with these options, and I'm going to talk to you in the next video where I can show you how to make sub list, so sub nested list. All right, talk to you in the next video.